Welcome to Hey Dr. Sue. So people submit their sex questions to me anonymously, and once a week I post one question and one answer. Do you have a sex question you've always wanted answered? Go ahead and check out the description for information on how to submit it anonymously. This week's question is it okay to prefer anal to vaginal sex? I say if you prefer it, then yes, it's okay. Now, not everyone might agree with that. There are certainly religions and cultures that do not view anal sex as acceptable between people of any gender. But from a sexual health perspective, I think it's important that you engage in behaviors that you enjoy. There are a few things I want you to keep in mind, though. The tissue inside the anus is less elastic than vaginal tissue. This means that it's easier to have micro tears, and those can lead to easier transmission of some STIs. I often suggest people use lube during vaginal sex. Lube can just make vaginal sex more enjoyable. I definitely suggest it if someone is struggling with being able to get and stay wet during vaginal sex. With that said, I highly recommend using lube for anal sex. Anal tissue cannot self-lubricate, so lube will make things more comfortable and can help with the issue of tearing. Something to keep in mind is pH level. The pH level inside the anus is higher than the pH inside the vagina. This means that you shouldn't be using the same lube for both vaginal and anal sex. I've included a link in the description to an article about pH and lube. While water-based lube can be a good option for vaginal sex, most people prefer something thicker for anal. Often they'll choose either oil-based lube or silicone-based lube. But keep in mind that if you're using a condom for anal sex, it needs to be safe to use with your lube. Oil-based lubes are not recommended for use with most external condoms. While we're talking about condoms, if you're concerned about STIs, you may want to consider an internal condom for anal sex. Internal condoms provide a little bit more coverage from STIs. I've included a link to an article about that as well in the description below. If STIs aren't a concern for you, then I would still recommend a lube to help cut down on pain during anal sex. Try to avoid numbing lubes though. Pain is the body's way of telling you that something is not okay, and you want to make sure you're getting the message from your body if it's trying to tell you that there's something wrong. Definitely have a conversation with your partner about your preferences. Just because you prefer anal sex to vaginal sex doesn't mean that they do, and you don't want to pressure them into doing something they're not comfortable with. I definitely suggest having this conversation prior to engaging in sex play. This isn't something you want to bring up in the moment, as your partner may have some questions for you. If you want to watch some videos for my responses to other questions about anal sex, I've included links in the description to the questions. What are some of the negative effects of having unprotected sex, and is anal sex for a female dangerous? Until next time, be safe and have fun. Did you like that video? If so, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Also, check out the description to find out how to find me on Instagram, Medium, and Twitter. And make sure to check the description for links where you can submit your sex question.